too much. Put that right here. Good. Alright.
Keep looking at me.
You good like that. You are fine like that. Alrighty. Hey guys, it's your girl Me-Anie. I am doing my mom's hair. We got some of it started so far. I basically started the same way I started mine, but her texture is so much softer than mine. I had to go through and kind of switch it up. So initially, I had her hair, made all the sections because she didn't want it too small or too big, so we came up with this pattern. And then I went through and I kind of gave it like a little bit of a twist with some gel. Ma, can you hold your head back? So that's what you're seeing right here. So all this is twisted with gel. With my hair, I was able to then go in with the hook and start crocheting. But I noticed as I was crocheting, her texture is so soft, it wasn't forming the way I thought it should. And that's what we have down here. So these ones, I don't really like how they were coming out, so I stopped. What I started doing was I started taking them out. So with this one right here that is kind of prepped and ready to go, I'm just going to comb this out. I don't feel like what I did was a waste as far as time, but oh guys, just so you know, I don't know if you know, but if you have questions, you can actually type them in and I'm able to see them. So if somebody type, I can kind of see what you guys are saying. I'll be able to answer your questions too. So I'm going to take this out, and then what I have to do with her hair is back comb. Back combing is going to take away some of her soft texture, tangle the hair so that when I'm ready to go in with the crochet needle, the hook, it's going to tangle a lot better. Because I noticed that the hook was just slipping right through her hair without catching anything. So it was hard. So this is how they back combing is one of the methods that they use to start people's locks if they have like a softer texture. I don't know where she got this hair from. Got it from your mama?
Yeah.
Yeah, my grandma's hair was really soft. So once I back comb, I get this, which is much easier to work with. Now, we had trouble finding this crochet hook. This one is a 0.9, if you're able to see that. We wanted a 0.6, and we went through hell and high water to try to get a 0.6. We weren't able to, so we end up getting a 0.9. The size isn't as small as I need it to be, but we've been trying to work with it. So with that being said, now all I have to do is go in and start crocheting, poking the needle back and forth to get the size that I need and form the actual lock. Trying not to poke myself this time. So all I'm doing is taking the needle, going back and forth, back and forth. Some people move the needle, some people move the hair. I started moving the hair because it's easier. I find that I don't poke myself that much when I do it this way. So right now all I have is the hair in between my fingers. I'm slipping the hair right here, and I'm just going back and forth with the hair. I don't know if you remember when I was doing mine, I actually, the way I was doing it, I was moving the needle, and the needle got stuck under my nail like this far, and that was super unpleasant. I'm trying to come to the side so you guys can see that a little bit better. I don't have my tripod. I'm using that goat case that you stick to a surface. So this is stuck to the window right now, so we can kind of show you. Hopefully this is helpful to you guys. You can see it's already starting to form right here. Once I'm done this, I just have to go back in and do the base of her hair. I'm not going to do the interlocking method with that because the reason I'm not doing it with hers, I've noticed that the section of my lock that I interlock is much thinner. So I would have like a body of lock like this, but the interlock section would be so tight here and then this will be big again. So to kind of avoid that, and I'm using the back combing method with her here, I don't need to do the interlocking. At least I don't feel like it's necessary in this case. So I'm going to skip over the interlocking, and then I'm just going to go straight to palm rolling the base of her here where it's going to be looser up here, and not do the interlocking.
I can help you. Okay. Don't fly out. That's right. So pigeon loose in the room, and
It's coming
what I like to
along.
do is just kind of eyeball where the bird is, turn off the light. And
Ma, how many locks you think you're going to have?
That's usually pretty successful.
Many?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Definitely less than your first set.
Gotcha.
Bad.
Yeah, your first set of locks were smaller than this, way smaller than this. Yeah.
Looks fine.
Yeah, your first set of locks was smaller than this. Probably like half the size.
Yeah.
And then you started combining them, remember? And they're bigger than mine now too.
How many people put that on their resume? All right.
How many locks do we think she is going to end up with? Alright, so this one is almost finished. Now, a lot of the videos that you see when they get down to the end, what they start doing is bending this hair back and then crocheting it like this. What I find is that it gives you another one of those spots where it's a little bit thinner. So I just open up the lock at the base. I'm going to go down a little bit more. I open up the lock at the base, and then I evenly fold it back against the lock itself. So I'm going to open that up, fold this back against the lock itself, and that way it's going to be even all the way around. Sorry, Mama. And from here, I'm just going to go around and crochet this into the lock. You're still going to have like that rounded tip, but all the hair is going to be the same width, and you won't have like that thin little spot in the middle.
It sounds funny still.
It's a little bit of work, but if you want this, then you got to put in the work.
Your mommy and daddy are doing everything right. I know. It's not easy. Food is love, right? Yes, it is. The absolute best part of the job.
Ma, how long have you been growing out your hair now?
We give a treatment plan. The owners do the treatment plan, and the animal improves.
When the Pope visited, what that was?
When the Pope came to Philly?
Yeah.
Oh,
September 2015.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
After he came back from my cruise, I started.
Okay, so you've been growing it out, but you cut it since though. Have you trimmed it at all?
Just a trim, yeah. Every time I walk it, I trim it.
Trim a little bit, okay.
They got to be longer than this if I blow dry it.
Yeah, we don't want it blow dry because that's gonna make this damn hair even harder to manipulate.
It's working. Awesome.
Alright, so this one is almost done. Alright, I'm gonna show y'all what it looks like. So as you can see, that is how you go about doing an instant lock. So this is basically locked at this point. She'll be able to wash this with no problems. I would say she can do it now if she wanted to, but I honestly would just give it about 30 days without washing, and that'll allow it to kind of tangle a little bit more on its own. But she definitely won't have to go through a lot of what you have to when you start with the coiling method, because I know that's how I started mine before. Ma, didn't we start your locks before with the coils?
Yeah.
The first time?
Yeah.
Okay.
An emergency call comes in from an owner with 2 severely injured sugar gliders.
Sugar gliders, I like them. They make weird noises though. Alright, so back combing.
Like glider sack in their, like a tent in their
Let's see.
cage.
Sorry.
And I guess there was a loud noise.
You ever seen those white bats they have in Honduras and Costa Rica?
White bats?
Yeah.
No. So this is another one that I started here. Now let me kill this like that.
They're tree dwelling. They glide from tree to tree.
Without hitting up here. Alright, so this one. Ma, come closer to the window. Just stand up for a second. I got you all up in here. Alright, sit down. Good. Perfect. So this is another one here. I started interlocking, as you can see. So if I take my finger and I kind of slip it through, or try to rather, or even this, you can see like it's not letting me go up. Now this one I didn't do anything to. Her hair is a little bit tangled because I started, I was going to prep it to back comb. Now if I pull the comb through it, two things are going to happen. She's going to slap the crap out of me and it's going to go right through. But being that we back comb, it tangles, and then we're just going to go in and start crocheting. So crocheting, you're just going back and forth, back and forth. So what you're doing is you're pulling here from one side, pulling it into the middle, and then taking here from this side, taking it over to the other side. So that's all you're doing, back and forth, back and forth. And as you're doing that, you're kind of twirling the hair in a circular motion to make sure that you're getting each side of the locks. Hey, Seven. See, somebody said your parts are nice. She didn't like the parts. I'm like, Mom, we just spent all this time giving you these good parts. I don't think it's that she didn't like the part. She just didn't like the split down the middle. So instead of the split down the middle, we're going to give her like, toss it over to the side. Yeah. All right. So I gotta remember she wants hers to lay over to that side.
I think at this point I have to be concerned with stress. She's a little creature. Her little sister, she died because stress was too much for her. So that's my big concern.
Mom, I'm gonna move this air freshener because it is super strong.
Put it back in that room over there.
Mine, your baby girl just left, nah?
She got bags?
She got bags, girl. She gone.
Her left front hand suffered damage.
She'll be back.
She'll be back? Man, I was about to bust her up. I ain't gonna say nothing because we live. I ain't gonna put all the business out there. But she gone. She need to say bye. You gotta make sure you get that keto.
I was letting her day.
Right? I didn't want to say nothing. I'm like, okay, so can we get that keto? Because you leaving, but you got a key, so that means you. Hold on, let me go see if the key is.
Get this cleaned up. So what I'm going to recommend that we do is put her under anesthesia and debride, what needs to be taken off, these two fingers. Clean up, sew up the ends, and then of course I'd send her home on some pain meds and some antibiotics. The order does want me to try to save Pixie's hand. I really am concerned
The rooms are kind of clean, cleaner than what they were before.
When I go sleep at night, I turn in my lock and try to turn
The bottom lock?
my top lock.
Oh, the top one, yeah.
I sit there,
She didn't even say that. She just rolled out, child. There's a damn fly on my phone.
She probably can call and text her actually bring my key.
Somebody just said something. Let me see. I cut my locks off almost 2 years ago. I would try the new way if I started mine. Yeah, it's really neat. I like a lot of people are like, oh, they feel as though it's cheating when you start your locks like this, but it's not cheating. It's a different way to start locks. You have to do what's best for your hair texture. So with her, like, coils on her hair is gonna take forever to lock, and why would you wait if you don't have to? Why? Doesn't make any sense. So it's not cheating. It's just another method that you can use to get your hair locked. That's like getting on a damn trolley when you could get on a train. The train is gonna go faster. So why not get on the damn train if you're gonna have the same outcome, get the same destination? I wish I could have started mine that way. Now, just because this is an easier way to start it doesn't mean that it's not going to come with its own issues and maintenance throughout the process. Like, I'm still having issues with mine. My issue isn't that I have to wait for it to lock. It's locked. My issue is that I'm still getting fuzzies along the locks because it still needs to go through the process. So each method has its own process that you have to go through. She already have her little lock bead on there. Turn around, let me see. That's hers. I got one of hers on mine because I was just feeling kind of fussy. So there's her little lock bead. And it kills me when people only want to get one lock bead. Like, that's going to be lost. You need like 2 or 3. I'm sorry. I personally had like 5 or 6 in my hair at one time. Alright, so this one is almost done. I can go back and fix that. Let's do another one here. Are you guys able to see what I'm doing? It's hard to get a good angle because I don't have like any of my stuff here as far as equipment. So I'm going to try another one for you guys, and then I'll probably shut this video off. I'll make sure that I take pictures and post them on my Instagram so you can kind of see the end and the starting process. My Instagram is the same as my YouTube, Barbadian261. I have the initial process, step 1, giving her the parts. That's on my YouTube in a short, not on my YouTube, on my Instagram in a short video.
The one thing I don't feel so comfortable with is underneath this lane. Do you see it? It looks really irritated. And if it does start to bleed, take a paper towel.
So it's coming along. Let me turn around real quick so she can, you guys can see it. So look at all these. Her parts are nice and even.
So, he looks good. Thankfully, I don't think we're going to have a problem with Macho. Okay? Thank you so much. I really appreciate it.
My mom's husband was like, "What are you doing?" She said, "Getting locks again." He said, "What do you say? Y'all don't know what to do with yourselves." She didn't know what the devil we were doing, but oh my, Mom, they look so good.
She's good dropping in my neck too.
Huh? They feel good?
Just dropping. Ooh.
Ooh. They look real nice. Oh my God.
I don't know if I'm gonna go along this time.
You gonna keep them short?
Kinda.
Here, shake your head. Yes. Oh, they look nice. Honestly, I don't know how long it took us because yesterday we were doing it outside. And I was trying to, I lost the damn thing. I was trying to record in between so that I have footage for you guys. And then one of the girls across the street, she came over because she wants me to start her locks.
You were cooking. Okay.
But I'm like, oh yeah, we were cooking. Oh, here it goes. And then I'm like, girl, I leave Florida in a couple of days. I mean, I leave Philly in a couple of days, so I don't know if I'll be able to do that for you. But her hair isn't ready yet anyway. She still has to, her hair still has to grow out. But this is basically what it's looking like. So we just went from loose hair. As you can see, all this is loose hair. And this looks like she's been locked for, well, with the length included too, it looks like maybe she's been locked for 5 months or so. You know? Yes. Alright guys, I'm not going to bore you with this video. If you have any more questions, definitely post them, comment down below. And I'll be back on a little bit later to share. I'll probably do a part 2 of this video once we're like to the end. I'll do a part 2 and I'll be holding it. Yeah, if you want to post your questions now, I'll take a few minutes answering them while I do this. So I see someone just said, get that question back. Benjamin said, how long does your hair need to be? Your hair does not need to be this long. Honestly, I would say about 1 inch or so. The only thing that you need to be able to do is to twist the base of your hair and have enough room so we can so your hair can be crocheted back and forth. So I want to say, like, even if your hair is like this long, because you need to be able, like I said, twist a little bit from the base and then have enough that you can kind of go in and crochet in and out. So maybe like 2 inches would be the shortest. I'm sure somebody out there can probably even catch it shorter than that. But if you're able to just let your hair grow for a little bit, you know, go through the motions, let your hair grow, and then come back and get someone to do the instant locks for you, or even do them yourself. Hell, it'll pay off in the end. It'll definitely pay off. That's damn fly. He came inside. I'm gonna open the door. Does that answer your question, Benjamin? haven't stuck myself yet doing it this way, moving. How would you do this on thinner hair? On thinner hair, you just have to be careful. You would probably have to... I'm thinking about the size. Like, you probably have to do bigger parts, because doing this process on thinner hair, you're going to end up with smaller locks, of course. But always around the edges, that's where you have less hair to begin with. So like back here for her, like these ones are pretty big because your edges are always thinner. So I made them like the space is really big and the locks are always going to be smaller. But as you go up and you have like a smaller part, your hair gets a little bit denser. But for thinner hair, it's just always going to be tricky because of course your locks aren't going to be as thick. But there's still a way that you can get a decent size lock based off of the size of the part that you make. So it's just about finding that nice proportion. I wouldn't even go, some people probably say, oh, you can add fake hair to it. I wouldn't even go that route because then you're adding extra weight to the lock and then that's going to put tension on your actual hair and probably end up... Jenny Wells, the main. Hello. Reconnecting. Alright, are we still live? Tell me if we're live, people. I think we are. Kiva, did I answer your question sufficiently? Did that make any sense? Or was I just babbling? Oh, I'm getting hot, Mom. Ooh.
Turn back at the ear.
Oh, you turned it down? Alright guys, I'm going to be on for another like 2 minutes or so and then I'm going to cut this off. So, oh, I'm sorry. So I can finish up her hair. I think we have like maybe between 10 and 15 more to do. And then we'll be done. Alright. We're going to get off of this video. So if you guys have any questions, again, leave them down below. I'll come back in and I'll answer them for you. But this is Mom's instant locks. This is also going to be, this is your second set of locks, right? Mm-hmm. This is going to be her second set of locks as well. So we will be lock twins again. Bye, guys.
Oh, cute.
Oh, that's a cute bun. Why do you shave them like that? Aw.